Hi Jay. I, I already discussed this, I think, in the last meeting we had, but kind of reiterating it. The real problem is about having a culture of people getting married and having kids and then use the name of family and go to the parents and have an expectation or an entitlement attitudes towards the parents that they have to financially support the family that they create. This is a very this is what I find the India that I am surrounded by, my family members. They don't want to work, but they can work, but I don't understand how. But they have this expectation that they would have sex and then have kids and then have the parents have to somehow like have to give money for their kids. And if you see my brother's wife, actually it started with my father, right? So my father marrying my mother and having 4 kids, make her have 4 kids, and then have this entitlement behavior towards my grandparents that they have to give their money to their kids. I find that blatant robbery or stealing. This is probably more dangerous nature than stealing or robbing or cheating. Because in cheating, in robbing and stealing, you have to do some work, and there is some risk. Cops can catch you and put you in jail, and you actually have to work, right? Here, so you have to earn it. Versus my father, there is no. So earning it would translate into go and respect the people, help the people, make them like you, and then allow them give it to you, right? Versus my father made no effort in taking care of my grandparents, knowing what their problems are or supporting them in their problems. He did not do. Instead, he actually caused them so many problems. He sent them I told you my grandfather is alcoholic. He is addicted. By the time I came to know, I had the awareness about him, and I have no doubt that my father's inconsiderate behavior towards him has compounded his alcoholic behavior, because people depend on those alcohol and those type of addictions when there is a emotional problem surrounding them. And the only problem that my grandfather has is related to my mother and her husband and her kids, right? So it is so that's like what I find it as a real enemy of people. Nobody should ever expect free things from other people. Earn it. But somehow, marriage, which is sex, and then kids, which is sex, and then somehow they tie their sex thing to other people giving them money. I find that's like such a worst crime, and majority of the people seem to be committing that in India, at least like in my family. And all my misery is related to that attitude. And the second part is about, so it's about money. It's about money, how you want to earn your money. Do you want to use sex here, which is marriage and kids, to rob other people's money? Easiest way to rob? Huh? And obviously the other keyword is the sex. So